Hello everyone, welcome to English for Tourism, and part of today is taking phone call. As you know, these are different ways of asking for something, and today I'd like to introduce you some structure that to have you make a polite request with someone. Now, we can use with may I, would you, could you, or shall I. Now, let's make an example with this structure. Can I help you? May I come in? Could I take your card? Could I reserve a parking space? As another way that you can make a polite request. As you know, instead of using I want, we can use I like to make a polite request with I like. How can we use I like? We use I like to add with verb and I like add noun. And the example will help you more clearly about it. I'd like to book a room, or I'd like a coffee, please. And these are some samples dialogue about room reservations. It's very useful for you to learn about it. Now, look at this. Good afternoon, reservations Philip is speaking. How can I help you? Good afternoon. I'd like to make a room reservation for tomorrow night, please. Yes, sir. Can I have your name, please? Phillips. Carl Phillips. HG, we begin the conversation with good afternoons, and then we identify ourselves. Okay. Another dialogue. Good morning, Sophia Nurse Mother speaking. Can I help you? I'd like to speak to Mr. Barlow in room 329, please. One moment, and I'll connect you. Thank you. Now look at the dialogue again. The receptionist begin with good morning. Instead of say hi, hello, or hey with your customer, you shouldn't talk with this. You should use in a formal way with good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening. It depends on the time of day. And beside that, we can use good morning, good afternoon, or good evening with the titles like Mr. or Mrs. or Miss or Miss. And remember that we add with their last name. When you pick up the phone, how can you identify yourself? We can identify ourselves by speaking. I'm Papa, and this is Papa. Like this. Good morning, John speaking. How can I help you? Or good evening, this is Lee. How can I help you? Besides that, we can use this structure to ask to speak to someone. To ask to speak to someone, we can use this structure. I'd like to speak to, please, or could I speak to? Because in this situation, in this lesson, we are learns about making a phone call. So this sentence is very useful for you. Now, let's fill in the blank with the name of the people or persons that you want to call. Could I speak to Peter, please? or I'd like to speak to Mrs. Phillips. Remember that when you make a phone call, you must use it in a polite way. And the next one is about giving and taking messages. How can you giving and taking messages? If it's very easy, we can use it with can I leave or could you tell her? Could you tell her that Lily Johnson rang, please? Or can I leave a message for her? It's very simple. And another one is very important for you. If you don't listen clearly on the phone, you can ask again. For the information, you can ask, could you repeat that please? Or could you spell your name please? Besides that, we can use the structure with would you mind, and remember would you mind plus with the verb in, like would you mind spelling that please? Now that's all for the lesson today, and I hope that this video is very helpful for you. Goodbye.